Hey guys, welcome back to The Blend. We are outside of Blue Mind here in Indianapolis. Today we have an awesome episode for you guys with Blue Mind and also Epicurean Indy. You guys are going to be learning a lot about the culinary scene here in Indianapolis. Can't wait for you guys to see it. I've taken a couple images digitally of Blue Mind before, and I just kind of want to replicate that today on film.
Blue Mind started as just wholesale coffee roasters. It was simple, it was in our backyard, it was just a way for us to be with our kids and to do something that we love and be artists. We did it for 8 years in our backyard and then got the opportunity to open up Blue Mind here on 38th Street. And I really had a passion for people, and my background's in social work, and so I love the idea of bringing people together. It felt like it could be a third place that would really bring the community to cross paths with each other. Every piece in here has been thought out. I've sat in every seat in here to make sure it feels like it's comfortable for somebody. I want every seat to feel like it's the best seat in the house for that person that likes it. When we first started, my manager, her name was Gia, and she started this project called Take What You Need. And from the very get-go, from the first day we opened, we asked people to bring donations, and they have just continued to come in for the last 2.5 years. And so we just have a cart in the bathroom. We specifically put it in there for people to not feel weird taking stuff if they need it, and it just gives people dignity and it makes them feel safe, I feel like. And so the community supplies that. I don't ever have to supply it. I put out little feelers for people to bring things in and donate.
So we're going to be making one of their seasonals right now. So it's the spicy watermelon tonic. The cut, we have the white right here, and then also just the white wall, and it's gonna split the composition. So super excited on how that works out. We're gonna get this to Yusuf and Ariel to taste test and kind of just do their thing.
I'm Ariel.
Yusuf Budurin. We create a festival called Epicurean about highlighting diversity, minority, and the food scene.
She said there was tahini on it. I said I'm sold. Ooh.
I mean, I like watermelon.
You're gonna like
with
this.
Usually I'm not iced coffee person, but they have a really cool selection here all the time. They are so creative about it. Wow.
Yeah, you can taste all the watermelon.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Coffee michelada.
It kind of is, yeah.
Epicurean we start doing pop-ups. I don't want to call it bake sale, but I want to create more bakers together. That's the first idea, to bring them together and do pop-ups.
Epicurean it's the festival of international cuisine, but it also serves to highlight and amplify all minority voices. We're recently pretty excited about the dinner series featuring all women chefs. We've collaborated with Indie Women in Food. Our first one was at Corridor.
Putting your money in small business, that's how we grow. Every event we do is community more than anything else. It's not the hustle, it's just being creative and reading the room. That's what we try to do every day.
I kind of have this philosophy that you can't operate really high quality places, especially in hospitality and food service, without operating at a really high level internally. So you can't give great hospitality if you're not walking in and taking great care of each other. As customers get to see only kind of a small piece of the culture of a place, and we kind of want to show why is somewhere like Mestizo, somewhere like Blue Mind, so incredibly great to be at. And it's because of the people who really, really care about their community, care about each other, care about their staff.
We see a lot of people, they are doing small thing, but it means a lot for the city. So
It's community driven. Yeah. Culture driven.
I hope people, they will show up for that. We are doing a Epicurean night market. People travel, you go to Thailand, the nights is beautiful. When you go to Mexico, the street food, the vibe.
There are experiences to be had after dark.
Yeah, and we have all the resources for it. We have the kind of food style in Indiana that we want to highlight.
Coffee roasting, I mean, it can be tiring at times, but it's also very rewarding, just seeing the process of this like dry vegetable thing becoming like roasted and flavorful. That's always just like excited me, and it still does. And just all the flavors, different flavors you can have in coffee, like just the spectrum is just amazing. Just seeing how it's grown and having the shop now, I mean, it feels like something special has come out of this, so that definitely keeps me going. Like when we started, we built a space in our backyard that became our roastery, and so it was close to our kids. We like the idea of them being part of the business and seeing us do it. They've always helped. Yeah, just kind of built into the fabric of what it is.
And we're actually going to take advantage of the fact that Blue Mind's actually closed right now. I've never been here when there's when it's not a packed house. So I absolutely love how we could kind of control the compositions a little bit and just kind of get like dial in the shots the way that we want it to. The leading lines on that with the bar is going to be really cool. I feel really confident about the two rolls just because of the warm tones, the daylight white balance, and also like I've been shooting on Portra 800 for predominantly like my whole entire film journey. Hearing Andy and Sarah's story and what Blue Mind stands for, and just they truly are for the community, makes me feel really good about capturing them on film and also just featuring them with this whole entire series. So we will cut to the film photo review, and I'll see you guys there. All right, everyone, so welcome back to The Blend. Per usual, the rolls just got sent back from the lab, and it's time to review them. I was really excited about these two rolls because Blue Mind, as Sarah mentioned, is super intentional with everything that they do, where every single seat was thought out properly. The space was really intentional, and I was talking to a couple of friends about this, and there's almost some irony when a coffee shop doesn't have thought out spacing, or their space doesn't reflect their coffee, because coffee in itself, as a novice in the space, just hearing about the different workflows and just how intentional the coffee process is, it would be a little ironic if the space that they provided said coffee wasn't as thought out. So everything about Blue Mind just feels very cohesive, very together. And so the first shot that I want to talk about is the archway shot with the blue mural on the left-hand side, and just talk about intentionality, right? Just because you have very warm and inviting tones. Right when you walk into the second room, it's just a beam of light. I was working on a 35 millimeter on the M6, and just, I was really trying to convey both art pieces in both rooms in one shot. I've mentioned it a lot of different times, but I really just want to be a fly on the wall. In this series, I don't really want to distract the baristas unless it's, we're conversing back and forth, but I really just want to, capture them doing their thing, just because they're super talented at what they do. When I started out film, I would set focus on, the biggest thing in the room, the easiest thing to set focus on a rangefinder. But I've really been trying to get a little bit more meticulous with how I focus and what I focus on, and this image is a testament to that. The second last image that I want to touch on is the portrait of Ariel and Yusuf. I just want to touch on the fact that in a situation like this, it's pretty hard to decipher what you want to set your light meter at, just because you have a lot of light pouring in from the windows, and then you have a lot of shadows being casted on them. So they're almost a silhouette if you do light meter for the window. So what I did was I metered for the table and Yusuf's shirt. You could bring back some of the highlights from the window and then bring up the shadows just a touch. If you do bring up the shadows a little bit more, you're going to get a little bit more noise and a little bit more mud into the shadows than I like. And last but not least, something that I want to implement into every single episode moving forward is a portrait of the owners or owner, just because I think that it portrays them and it contextualizes their space, and it's something that they can look back on, and which is the whole entire point of film and this whole entire series, just because I feel like a lot of times the workers and the owners, they don't really get the amount of recognition that they do deserve. So a lot of times they are working tirelessly behind the scenes. So to give them an image where they can look back on and actually have it as a timepiece is something that is really unique to this series. Special shout out to the Blue Mind staff. So thankful for Sarah and Andy for letting us film in their space and really just hear more about their story. And then also special shout out to Epicurean Indy, so Ariel and Yusuf, for telling more about their story and what they have coming up for the community here in Indianapolis. And last but not least, special shout out to Ziad for filming all the behind the scenes of this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one.